We lost. True indeed. We lost. Lord knows we lost. I'm about to say something to make you not like me. You might catch feelings and you might want to fight me, but I don't really care, I'ma say it anyway. Why most comedic guys seem soft and gay. I'm not saying all, but a large amount. Have you ever heard the words that come out of their mouth? Yeah, they cuss like a sailor, but they follow my eye. They carry unks and wear makeup and thinking it's hot. I think they need to stop, this is a new era. I wonder if the pharaohs ever wore mascara. It probably was a death mask misunderstood. Don't let them D-boys catch them up in the hood. Why NOI? Stop patrolling the block. We get shot by the cops and we calling the cops. Come on, y'all was on another level. The black man was God, the white man the devil. Now the white man, or better yet the European, and the Mars and the bean pies are sold by Koreans. I'm talking what I'm seeing, I'm just a reporter. How you call a woman to be and you got a daughter. Talking about the Hebrews that demonize women and choose Esau over brothers and kin. Probably timid, soft, and scared to fight. Yelling and wearing spikes, trying to fake me out right. But you can't fool me, cause you make a little noise. Cause deep inside, y'all some scared little boys. You really wanna ride, let's take it to the beast. Get revenge for our people killed by the police. Yeah, right. Y'all ain't busting the grape. It appears that you fear you in love with hate. Correct me if I'm wrong, we might all don't get along. European psychology got us all gone. You think we divided cause I wear fez and she wear oak and he wear dreads, but the vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to wake you up and get you out of the bed. We lost to get you out the bed. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Wake up. I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Oh yeah, I'm here to spread love and get you out of the bed. Y'all think we divided cause I got a fez and you wear and she wear dreads. Y'all think we divided cause I wear fez. The vision don't start there, it starts in the head. And she wear and he got dreads. Moors need to wake up too, so I'ma wake up you, so we can get together, do what we gotta do. We ain't done much since the prophet left. More standing on law, we still in this mess. Haven't built the town to hold us down. Paperwork can't fear, we looking like clowns. Never been to the temple, claim we follow the prophet, but I follow the prophet. I understand logic. People in the temple, time to hit the streets. Everybody do their part, or we ain't getting relief. The murder rate can be more, it's just gone crazy. Dope fiends ODing in the hood on the daily. Weed waste with chemicals, you drink and serve. We fighting over information, we got some nerve. They say that we conscious, we might know a little something, but we just frontin' cause we haven't done nothing, we lost. You think we divided cause I got a fez and she got a cross and he got dreads? You think we divided cause I got a fez and he got an and he got dreads? You think we divided cause I got a fez?
Yeah. Islam. I'm trying to be your friend, man.
That's right.
Trying to be your friend, bro. Help me out. Meet me halfway. Come on. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. Now let me be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. You let me be your friend. Peace and love. Hey yo, I used to be a thug until I met the prophet. Now I'm all about love, truth, peace, and freedom. Till I return to Allah. One day we gon' meet him. I'm all about justice, that's the focus of the message. Sometimes Asiatics make me wanna forget the lessons. I be all up in my passion from all the Moorish passion. All things considered, I start laughing. A grown man with a ponytail, another calling us Neanderthal, and he all pale. I mean, for real, this is what it come to, my brother. We got nothing better to do than talk down to each other. Yeah, we could be scholars Galilee, or we can get gutter. We are the children of our Father, and the breast of our mother has nursed us all. And first of all, we beefing while the peen trying to murk us all. You need to chill, my brother, tell the elder the same, cause on the real, my man, I'm really about them things. I can take the feds off and get back in the low, and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah. I want love, not war, standing on that floor, and I'm holding the square, the compass and the axe that might be too deep. Yo, let's not get off track. See, our prophet was an adept. Do you know what that is? An Egyptian adept is a brother who lived by the universal science developed in the Nile. We call it Islamism, but it's the same, my child. Sit at the foot of a master. I train you up, but I might have to bang you up. I still love you, and those that's talking that this ain't Islam. Everything the prophet brought is in the Quran. All the other stuff, prostrate and cover up, is just the start. The nearest place to me, the law is the heart. You can dress like Imhotep, but you can dress like a herb. Why the Moorish American Muslim unifies the word. You can say what you want about Dr. York, but he gave you different variations of the same thought. You don't appreciate that. You won't appreciate me. Appreciate the holy and divine Drew Ali. People refuse to admit it. He the first that ever did it. Europeans hope that the Moors would forget it, but we here, strong, alive and well, resurrected from hell, with a story to tell. So pay attention and listen, and consider the facts. You know it's humanly impossible for you to be black. I guess a Chinaman is yellow, a Mexican is brown. Just think for a second how ridiculous it sounds. We can turn it around, but we must unite. It's okay to disagree, but we don't have to fight. Cause if we have to fight, you know how we get. I'm still learning to love. No, I'm not there yet. So work with me, fam, and I'ma work with you. And let's all work together and do what we gotta do. Cause on the real side, we haven't made no progress since 1929 when the prophet left the flesh. We got an Asiatic president, men marrying men, psycho shooting up a club and don't see his own sin. And those that say they conscious, that took your bucks, move straight to Hollywood and straight living it up. And y'all bigging it up, straight cheesing and grinning. But it was your bread to help them set it off in the beginning. Be careful what you put in your soul, cause it could blind you. Unfortunately, some people get paid to misguide you, misguide you. Oh yeah, I wanna be your friend. Peace and love, let me be your friend.
Let's go.
Peace and love, I said you ain't never, and you would never.
I'm ready
You
now.
ain't never, ever, ever. You ain't never met a more like this. And you
Now you know you ain't never met no more like this. You ain't never met no more like this. And you ain't gonna never meet one again. We got a guest tonight, family. We about to turn it up. Family, y'all need to share this at least 2 times. I see y'all coming in. When you come on in, throw the thumbs up so we can get the algorithms right. Because guess what? When the devil comes in, he come in with the thumbs down. So you gotta beat him to the punch with the thumbs up. Because we got a big deal in the building tonight. So keep on coming in and thumbs up, and let's get right. What's up, Pradex? Let's go.
ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love, just let me be your friend. Peace and love, oh yeah, you ain't never met a more like this. And you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. Just let me be your friend. Peace and love, let me be your friend. Peace and love, I wanna be your friend.
We're about to get the intro.
Let me be your friend. Ali's men,
Huh?
we ain't trying to be enemies.
What up, Queen Ace? Ace in the building. Let's get it.
I wanna be your friend. Hey, yeah.
Hey, hey, all right. We got 100 people here already. Give me thumbs up. I know we gonna get up to 300-400 tonight. We need everybody thumbs up. Come on, family. Are y'all ready? Y'all know this it. This is all you get. I'm changing the song next week, but I ain't gonna never change this.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those who speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people taught European how to bathe. And look
incarceration, chasing pills, weed, and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for them people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for dough. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast estate. I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you kill and fight and marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moorish world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the Moorish world, come on and build it with me. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, oh yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember, be more. I be that more you gon' remember, Nap Town. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember, LA. I be that more you gon' remember, New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
I rise, giving praise to Allah, giving honor to his prophet.
Muted? Am I muted? Am I muted? Am I muted? Can you hear me? You can hear me now. I was talking to myself. I got all excited. I said, this is the 5-barrel bomber. Can you hear now? Can you hear me now? Let me make sure you can hear me now. Okay, you can hear me now. This is the 5-barrel bomber. Not the Brooklyn bomber, not the Bronx bomber. He's a 5-barrel bomber. Hey, family, are y'all familiar with Brother Kareem? If you're not, you're going to be in for something today. You're going to be in something. You're going to be in for something today. Listen, y'all know how I get down. I like to keep it organic. You know what I'm saying? What up, I want all the smoke? Sonny Boxing. I like to keep it organic. So he can tell you and I can tell you, we haven't even really dialogued about what we're going to be dialoguing about. We just picked the subject matter and then we came through. I reached out to the brother because I've listened to him a few times on my big brother. That's right. I said my big brother. That's right. Y'all don't know who he is. Doggy Diamonds. He's not mean. We ain't come out the same womb, but we're from the same womb. My big brother, Doggy Diamond. And I seen a few of them. And I was like, man, this brother be sounding like me. He just real relaxed and articulate, and you know what I mean? Because I can butcher up some words. I was like, man, we saying the same thing. And immediately I reached out to him, but y'all know I was dealing with making sure that these frauds don't take advantage of our sisters with this fake revolutionary Black Panther Party and with the thing Krista Muhammad was doing. So I couldn't get to him right then and there. But then the sister Millie, honor to her, reached out to me, and we was on a platform together, on a Blog Talk radio show together. And I say the time is now, because I work with the universe. When the universe say the time is right, the time is right. I mean, Biggie said the time is right, the wine is right. I ain't gonna go with the next line, but you know what I'm talking about. So the time is right, family. So listen, family, I want y'all to share this with a friend. This is serious information that we need to know. This information today is about those who are predators of our oppression. In other words, they use our oppression as a come up. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to get down into it. You know what I mean? I'm going to get down into it because you need to know the truth. And so let me allow my brother Kareem to introduce himself, and then we're going to get right into it. I'm going to give him a round of questions. He's very educated on this matter as it relates to these freedom fighters. And I want to talk specifically about Mysonne, Until Freedom, Tamika Mallory, and everything associated. So Brother Kareem, I'll meet you, brother. There you go, brother. Salute, my brother.
Salute, peace and power, peace and power. How you doing? How you feeling today?
Brother, I'm feeling well. I'm feeling even more better now that you are on the platform. Look at that clicking.
Okay, well, it's my pleasure. You know, it's been a long time coming, but it's my pleasure to be here. Definitely shout out to the chat and all the listeners. You dig what I'm saying? Kareem Johnson from East New York, Brooklyn. Penworthman's finest. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody in Bmore. Shout out to everybody who is embracing the struggle and willing to know the transparency that comes with fighting for the truth.
Indeed. Hey, brother, so how long have you been, y'all hear that crunchy sound? Fam, we're going to have to do, we got to try not to worry about that crunchy sound because the brother did tell me that his whenever he go live, you see that, brother?
Yeah.
He said whenever he go live, there's always some interference. And we can hear it right now. Let me see something. Let me see if I can change mics. Because it's coming when I talk. Let me see something. See if I can change mics. Audio. Steady. Let me see if I can change mic. Microphone. Let's see. 1 second. Camera. Full screen. Yeah, this is acting crazy already. Hold up. Microphone.
Does everybody in the chat hear it?
Yeah, can y'all hear that clicking? That's crazy. Hold up, let me try something real quick. I'm gonna try something real quick. Let me see if I can. Bear with me, family. I'm gonna see if I can change. Because it's happening when I'm talking.
Yeah, let it be known that it won't disturb nothing because the information is still going to be 1,000%. We come from a perspective of bringing about tangible results.
All right, let's do this. I got something for him. Check. Say something, brother.
All peace and power to the people of the struggle. All peace and power to the people of the struggle.
Hold on. Check. Audio, no, we don't want that. Say something, brother.
Peace and power. All peace and power to the people of the struggle. All peace and power to the people of the struggle.
Yeah, I got you. All right. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ask short questions because it's crackling when I come on. This stuff is crazy. But but it happens when I'm telling you, periodically this stuff happens. This is crazy to me. I don't know what it is. I know if I come in and you say on other platforms this happened to you, we're gonna have to deal with it tonight. But brother, how long have you been into the consciousness bringing this information to our people?
Well, I always tell people I was born into it. I'm not newly woke. Um, my father walked with father-in-law, formerly known as Clarence 13X. You understand? From that point, he transitioned after the father was assassinated. He transitioned into the Nation of Islam. You know, most people were in the nation and left and went with Clarence. My father was with Clarence when he got assassinated, went into the nation, and subsequently, when I was born, he took a shahada and became a practicing Sunni Muslim. So I was born into it. My mother, you know, studied Garvey and other black nationalists of her time. So all the books that people champion and read now were in my household. So I was always brought up to read everything, anything that you can name that is a basic foundational piece was in my household. I had to read prior to graduating elementary school. So, you know, from How to Eat to Live to Miles' Red Book to Huey's books to anything related to the Panthers, Garvey, and you name it. We have reel to reels tapes, not cassettes. We had the actual reel to reels of Elijah and Malcolm speaking in the household. So it's not new. Uh, my father got into conventional politics around when I was 9, 10, 11 years old. So he had me out there, you know what I'm saying, getting petitions, signatures, and things of that nature. So I've been involved for many, many years. You know, as far as me personally, hands-on community work, recently, you know, since after I did a 10-year bid, was released in 2004, and that's when I really got into working in the streets. Other than that, you know, I was into the lifestyle, uh, uh, running rampant in the hip hop community, things of that nature. But you could say around 2004. But I've always been active. I've always been engaged. Even during the bid, I was active. You know, as far as worker strikes. You know, fighting against police, all that. That's nothing new to me.
Indeed, indeed. So recently, we see a lot of surgence of these freedom fighting groups now. You know what I mean? We got Until Freedom, we got Grandmaster Jay, we even got so many supposedly Black Panther Party groups now that I never even knew existed before. That everything is coming out of woodwork. Um, have you been able to go over and to see what's real, what's fake, and maybe you can give us some idea. I know I have my opinion, but from your perspective, being out there, boots on the ground, man, it's a lot out here.
Well, what I want people to know is the easiest way to detect the real from the fraud, and there's not too many real people out there that's getting this working, is to see how they're getting funded, to see who is signing the checks, to find out who is actually putting a bag on the table to allow these groups or organizations to move. If they're being paid by the government, if they're being paid by any grant, if they're a 501c3 and taking government money or private money from these corporations, then you know that they are not truly engaged in the liberation of our people. There is no way, never has been, and never will be a time when our oppressors will pay somebody to get us up out of the oppression. It's just not going to happen. Scientifically, mathematically, it is not going to happen. It is not in their DNA. So anybody who comes in the name of the people, anybody who comes in the name of red, black, and green, but is being paid by the government, should be an alarm for you.
So when you look at these groups like Until Freedom, and that's the topic of discussion today, Until Freedom. Have you been able to research to see if they are legitimate or illegitimate or opportunists?
I don't have to research them. I've been personally at the same tables they've been into. So I
Right.
already know that they're not there for the people. I already know that for absolute fact. And Until Freedom is a new name. You understand what I'm saying? All these people do is switch mission statements, change a name, and now they pop up as something else. You understand what I'm saying? To kind of shimmy away because they either failed to do their initial task, right? Or the people have looked through their prestige and seen it was false and rejected them. You understand what I'm saying?
So basically, they
So
repackage themselves.
brand new. Yeah,
So you're saying that
rebrand.
they rebrand themselves.
Right, just like an artist, just like any other entertainer. You dig what I'm saying? They reformat the image and come out brand new, and the people don't know any better. So they, of course, they don't care that that Michael Jackson got a different nose this time and a different hairstyle, or Beyonce's skirt got a little shorter. You don't notice that. You caught up in the theatrics. You caught up in the vibration. You understand what I'm saying? The same thing with a lot of these groups. You get caught up in the slogans. You get caught up in the image of them talking about they telling the system something. You dig? So they rebrand themselves, and the rebranding is also a way to redistribute the funds. So you don't have that digital paper trail to get the receipts on these individuals. You understand? That's all that shit is. So I don't need to research them. I've seen them. I see they work. Right. And the work is nothing. You understand? These people are not new. They're not new to me.
So I've been so my thing, big bro. I've been I guess you would say, man, I one that was rooting for my son. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for him. You know, he got a bad shake with Def Jam. I followed him when he was with Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? I think he was with Def Jam. We got a bad shake. Then I'm just saying, you know, it didn't work out for him. It just didn't work out for him. He didn't get to see.
Well, that's on him.
No, what I'm saying is I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He had the lyrical ability to be great. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't happen. And so I was still rooting for him when he came out speaking what we would call conscious to a degree on the freestyle circuit, or you know what I'm saying, on a mixtape, if we would call it that in these days, circuit. And I was rooting for him. I met him in Annapolis, Maryland. I'll see if I can find the picture later. I met him in Annapolis, Maryland. And I got to admit, and this is no shot at all of my European viewership, but if you got a problem with it, that's on you. But I'm just saying, he was talking all of this revolutionary, and he had a European assistant right there with him. I was like, this don't look right. And at that point, I was like, this ain't seeming to be with the lyrics, the revolutionary lyrics, and this is really not fitting right here. And so what I wanted to ask you is that was there a movement in New York City led by our brother, my son, before Until Freedom?
I don't know of a movement that was led by him.
Well, I mean, were there
initially, when I got back on the set, right, there were a lot of small nonprofit organizations. The catchphrase was to combat gun violence. At the time, gun violence was skyrocketing, right? There was a program out of Chicago called Ceasefire, Operation Ceasefire. And there were specific strategies and tactics that were supposed to be utilized, right, by a certain type of individual. The program, when you look at it on paper and when you see it actually work, is an excellent program, because what it does is take people who were in the lifestyle, people who were known to be shooters, people who were known to bust a hammer, because these are the people who were committing these heinous acts at the time. So if you could get to that individual, right, then you would stop the killing and the bloodshed in our communities. So in order to be part of this program, you couldn't be no rat. You had to have street cred, and you had to be able to walk into different communities and relay exactly what needed to be said to these dudes who were busting a gun. New York City had a politician that wanted to bring the program to New York. He was successful in getting the budget, and all of a sudden you had various programs, right, getting funded by the government to do this type of work. The program worked well for a minute. You understand? You had a hiring panel of community businessmen, activists, clergy. You dig what I'm saying? But you also had somebody from law enforcement there, which was the first alarm, right? Now, you never shared no information with law enforcement, but to be able to walk the streets, to be able to engage the community, to be able to protest, you had to get certain permits if you was doing it based on the program. So that pushed a lot of dudes of that caliber away from the program, right? But now this was borough-wide, so you had to have the most official people doing it. Some of the nonprofits were all black. Some of them were Jewish ran, and they were larger. You understand? But basically, you had a lot of good people coming from the mountains, right? Coming from behind bars, who wanted to help their community, right? And you getting paid doing it. So it seems like, yo, this is where it's at. Now, after a couple of years of putting a dent in the homicide rate, what's going to happen? The government's going to pull funding. The government is going to pull strings or make it difficult for you to maintain your integrity while doing the work. Now, at these tables, of course, since you're dealing with high-level politicians and people that sit on boards with letters behind their names and all type of other, tricks of the establishment, right? You get the Sharptons, right? And their little minions who are able to, because they already have the status of nonprofit, to secure the money. Because they have office spaces. They have things that in order to get the budget, you have to have. So this is where you first start seeing people that's want to be, a change. All right. So now you see in for people such as him, the Mallorys, and the things that, the other people. You dig what I'm saying?
So he actually was at the table too, in those events.
She was at different tables again because of what she inherited, right? And what did she inherit? She at that time was what was the title? Something for Sharpton's organization. I don't know if she was running it basically. You dig what I'm saying? To bring in the new blood. You understand? So, of course, if you are an organization, you up and coming, and you trying to get to the bag, you want to know how to write up your grant, who to present your grant to, who to affiliate yourself with. And if these people are the ones who you see on the news on a regular basis with these politicians or with these, old dinosaur activists who really haven't done much other than give a barricade between our people and our true enemy, you're going to want to be part of that. You want to get next to that. You understand what I'm saying? So again, because she inherited a certain position, and this is new youth movement, right? Not a named movement, but a movement on the streets of people who want to do. She's at the table. You understand? But what do we learn from things that we inherit, right? The way our people inherited Christianity, the way our people inherit a lot of different beliefs in capitalism, right? Beliefs in socialism, belief in communism, all these little isms and holidays and rituals. When you inherit something from someone who you trust, you going in full blast. But if it's a demonic energy that is feeding you and you become part of that, what does that make you? So again, she's coming from a position where her parents worked with this man. So if this man is being put in her face from her parents, she's inheriting an idea that whatever this man says is good and just. So she's a product of that. You dig what I'm saying? Now, anybody that comes in after her is a product of her because you're moving in that path. You understand what I'm saying? If somebody's a product of the minister, Louis Farrakhan, if somebody's a product of Dr. Khalid Muhammad, they're going to be products of that nation. You understand? So if you're a product of a rat, you're going to rat. If you're a product of somebody who keeps misdirecting the energy of our people, then you're going to misdirect the energy of our people. As simple as that. So that is what we're working with here.
Woo! Bro, the way you just put that is serious, bro. Keep working. Keep working.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's
There's
simple.
No debate.
As I said before, brother, it's simple, simply put, but the way that you are putting it, man, you just speaking plain English. But man,
listen,
woo,
our people are in a very, very dire position. Our people need results. Our people need tangible results. And, I wanted to start off by giving my condolences, right, to there's a father, there's a brother, he hasn't been named yet, but he lost his baby mother and his two daughters in Brownsville, right, last night because a black man who she was dealing with, new man on the scene who just had a 9-year-old, right, with his baby mother for some weird reason, right? Some domestic violence. He kills the baby mother, kills the two daughters, you understand, goes outside and kills himself. So if the brother happens to come by this video, because this is the work I do, I deal with domestic violence, right? Giving domestic violence batteries accountability classes, anger management, and parenting skills. So I do this all day, every day, speaking to different brothers, you know what I'm saying, to deal with these ills. So if he happens to be listening, he needs somebody to speak to work him through that, because he lost all that. And now this 9-year-old lost her entire family. She had to hide in the closet. You dig what I'm saying? This is what's going on in the town. And then hours before that, a 5-year-old was playing in my section of Brooklyn, just playing outside and got grazed. You dig what I'm saying? And today, another woman in Brooklyn was shot. This is what's going on. Our women and babies are getting shot by the hands of black men, misdirected black men in our community. Right? So this is going on in New York. So why are you not here? People who have been paid to address this situation, but you gallivanting around the country talking about you doing work. What work are you doing? What results are you getting? The work is home, here, on the ground. So this is where we at with it. These individuals whom you see know how to speak to the Europeans to get the bag, to make sure their lifestyle is intact, and to make sure that the Euro feel comfortable with being empathetic and giving a little bit of charity back to these disturbed black people. So they can say, yo, we did our part.
Brother, could you please, if you're able to, put your Cash App, people who may want to support you. I know right now the brother named Kotan, he write at Morse World TV, how can I send both of you $50? So you didn't even ask for Cash App, and my supporters told me that I should. So yeah, I started putting the Cash App in. So I would also like to put yours in at the same time also.
My Cash App is $BLIZ155.
Okay, you said what? $sign
B as in boy, L as in Larry, I as in Islam, and Z as in zebra. 155.
All right, say it again.
$, B as in boy, L, I, Z as in zebra, 155.
Okay. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. Right there?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, there you go. I didn't want to interrupt you, bro. You was on the flow, but carry on, my brother. Well, I'm trying to work so we can get this crackling out too. So carry on.
The work is very serious. You understand? This is not a task or a mission where you're going to get wealthy. It's just not that way, because the people you're trying to service, the people you're making an attempt to bring up out of their despair, have nothing. You understand? Because of how the institutions and the systems have placed them. You dig what I'm saying? So this is not a wealthy man's gig. If you think you're going to get wealthy doing this work, you are mistaken. They have made statement to say that you shouldn't have to be poor to do this work. You understand? And okay, you shouldn't. Where you getting the money from is going to be the issue. If you think you're going to eat off of the people by doing something that you are supposed to do, you're wrong, emphatically wrong. If you think that you can get wealthy from the euros, but you're going to help your people with tangible strategies and results that's going to increase their quality of life, you're mistaken. You understand? It doesn't work. So if you believe so, that means there's a glitch up here. Or you never intended to do the actual work. It's just that simple. Now, there's a mess in New York. New York is on fire. It was on fire pre-pandemic. It was on fire during the pandemic, and it's on fire right now. Guns are busting in the Bronx and Brooklyn all day, every day. And the victims of the shootings now are more and more our Black women and our children. So what are you doing in the Midwest? What are you doing uprooting and moving out of the city, but claiming you're doing work? The job that you initially said you were doing isn't done. You ain't finished. That's like taking an SAT and only doing 3 or 4 pages and then breezing thinking you're supposed to be in college somewhere. You ain't finished the test. You didn't do nothing. Nothing. The work's still here. And I've been at the table. I've been trained by the same people. I've had every position in those organizations. So I know the work ain't done. I know what's on the street. I'm looking at it. It's nobody there doing that. So what I have to do is remove myself and continue to do what I know I've been taught to do in my household, which is to get out there and get in the mix of the people and address the situation. You can't wait on no bag from the Euros. That's just not going to happen because they always have a different agenda. Their agenda is not us. Their agenda is self-preservation and keeping the different levels and layers of their institutions intact. Their only reason for keeping us around is because they have found a way to make some type of income and keep them in position. But soon, it's going to wear out. That's where the immigration and all that is coming from. If you look, what people have deemed African American, what people have deemed Black American, our numbers in any administration, in any part of the society is shortening, is slimming down. They are finding ways to replace. Listen, they're trying to replace the Euros. They're trying to replace humanity, period. So of course they don't care about your Black ass. Understand that. So it is imperative that we get up out of the system. It is imperative that we jump off the boat before the boat smash into the goddamn rocks.
Let me ask you.
You're allowing sick-minded individuals at the helm of the controls. So who are they to work with these people? But yet you claim that you're doing for who? Who are you doing for? I want to know where the results coming at. Show me the receipts. Show me the receipts. And don't show me the people who already bought in, who bought in with you, because you gave them a bag. They already secured the bag, so they buddy arm in arm with you. Come back to the hoods so the people who you have wronged can give you an dressing down.
Are you able to hear me now?
You never see them. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. You never see.
I got 2 mics and I'm still getting the crackles, so it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You good, brother?
I don't hear you now.
All right, hold on.
There you go. I hear you.
Man, this is something, man. I'm trying. I was going from another computer, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, let's keep it moving. But it's not on your end. It's only when I talk. So, but you had already told me, so I ain't gonna ask too many questions. You can give us the science. You know what I mean? That way it won't mess up the interview.
Well, again, there's a whole lot of different organizations claiming a whole lot of different things. A whole bunch of organizations. The people need to know that if they are not enhancing the quality of your life on a daily basis, usually them organizations are FOS. You don't need anybody at this day and time to tell you what the problem is when you are feeling it, when you are addressing it, when you see it. You don't need anybody to explain the false narratives. This is 2021. This ain't 1970. It's not 1980. This is 2021.
What do you say? What do you say to that concept that, man, I think that's a brilliant concept that, you know what I mean, the apple don't fall far from the tree. Basically, you know, if you're trained by one who is a rat and you following in the line or descension of a rat, there's 9 times out of 10, maybe you're not ratting in the conventional sense, but you still in the line of compromising your people as the rat did. You know what I'm saying? Is that what we getting from groups like Until Freedom and what is that? Black Lives Matter and things like that?
Listen, when you have people who can sit at the table with your enemy, and not only that, they can come back and say that they can speak for your enemy. Like, how you can tell me what they mean? How you telling me what they can do? How are you the spokesperson for my enemy? When you have organizations like that, when you have these Negroes like that, that can tell you, nah, he's a good Euro. He don't mean that. That should be in the wrong for you.
Hey, do you have any examples of that? Do you have any examples of that?
You see it all the time. These black people that stomp for these politicians, that sit on conventional media, that can speak to, no, this is the policy. This is what we should be moving towards. You name them, they all there. They all there. If they're on that box, they're a problem. They're a problem. I'm telling you, where are they getting the bag from? If the bag is a corporation, and we all know what corporations mean here, we are business. This skin, our imprisonment, our death, our organs, that's business. That's what a corporation is. That's what this country was built on. The first business was slavery. The first business was the annihilation of the indigenous people on this land. That's business. So when you're talking about you're a businessman or you sitting with a corporation, what is you talking about? Huh?
And that's why I've always been careful. What I pointed out is that, like, a lot of people that claim they're fighting for freedom, they always seem to be aspiring entertainers or entertainers that wasn't able to make it or something like that. Always, like, I be rapping, I love rap, but I do it to calm the savage beast. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a record deal. I just like the art form. But you have other people that was really trying to go to the top of their craft, whether it was rapping, whether it was acting, whether it was dancing, whatever it was, and that somewhere along the way they was unable to achieve that. And now that ambition turns into, well, I can give you the bag for this. I can give you, you look at Grandmaster Jay. Even when you look at what is that? Crystal Muhammad, and in researching her, she was trying to get a little radio show off when she was younger. You know what I'm saying? It's always these people that has these ambitions that's unable to achieve them, and somebody can come up and say, well, I can help you out with that. And now we see Tamika Mallory on a BET stage. On, like, what is that? And I'm saying, if you're doing the thing for the people, I think you should be promoted. But you ain't done nothing.
Well, listen, the consciousness and The woke communities have become part of the new hustle. That's just what it is. What happened, they took away the prestige of what it meant to be a black athlete, what it meant to be a hip hop entertainer. You dig what I'm saying? There was no more prestige in it. So they weren't influencing the world anymore. So what was happening was the conscious people who were aware of themselves, people who were actually woke and trying to enlighten everybody was getting strong. The numbers were climbing. As you can see, people such as yourself, one of my other brothers, Aj, you just seen a whole plethora of people who were engaging, you know what I'm saying, because they were using social media. Remember, our elders didn't have that and was putting in work. You dig what I'm saying? Now with social media, you're able to touch hundreds of thousands of people at a time. Euros know this. Of course. So now they're going to infiltrate. They're going to make sure that people who have these high subscriptions, who have these high numbers, are moving to their beat. Because if not, it could be very detrimental for them. Remember, we are living outside of the scope. You dig what I'm saying? People on social media are themselves entities. You can eat, you can live. You got people, even the chicks with OnlyFans, they're businesses. They are feeding themselves. You got all type of people utilizing social media to eat. So now if you're using social media to get into people's minds and to push them in the proper direction, oh, hell no. They have to have somebody who has some type of charismatic energy around them to move that direction out away from the true people who really need it. You dig what I'm saying? So this is what happens. They start dropping bags on these people. Now these people growing up from nowhere, right?
Bro, this is crazy because as I was looking at these movements of today within the last year or two, they all do the recruiting on social media. Black Panther Party, the Revolutionary Black Panther Party under Ali Muhammad, he's giving oaths after he go into somebody's inbox and say you should join. The same day, they become a general in orientation from and hundreds of people fall for it. Hundreds of people, because they love their people and they want to fight for their people. They say, okay, it is social media. Let me just give it a shot, and they fall for it. And when I'm listening to these stories, I'm saying to myself, man, this is crazy how this guy will take advantage of a situation. But somebody sent him because, as you said, they know the potential of social media. And he has created a whole movement from social media. Grandmaster Jay created a whole movement from social media. He literally say, show up and we gonna walk. But they call it a formation.
That's a very, very dangerous individual, man. And very dangerous.
Unbelievable.
Man. People rocking with him are going to get their head knocked off. I'm telling you, these people are not playing. And he's
it's like
people on the plank.
It's like when you said that your family. You said that your family, was active in the Nation of Islam, active with Father Allah, active with Gavi. Man, these movements happen in neighborhoods. Now you got a guy talking about the morning mental. And everybody tune in, and then he says, show up, and we're going to have a formation. And all the cameras are showing to show him as a character of freedom. And they're about to push it again for the summer. The major media outlets now have picked up the story and act as if they are going to push him before the people as the black savior. the liberator. This is where it's going
But
now.
what's dangerous? What's dangerous about that is not only do you have people who are going to follow, who are going to walk with him arm in arm and believe him, but you're going to have those others that's going to believe him as well. You understand what I'm saying? So when you see things like January 6th at the Capitol, you understand what I'm saying? When you see other lone wolves running around, when you see other splinter organizations, you know what I'm saying? Who's to say that that's not going to fall in his lap? And then will he be responsible for the loss of life that comes from that? Is he going to take care of those families when one of those men get gunned down following him? You understand what I'm saying? See, while my family was into the culture, while my family was into the politics and the spirituality, I came up in the military. I came up following George and Jonathan Jackson. I came up following other factions in Brooklyn, New York that were more closely fit to putting in the actual work. So that's how I was raised in the street. You dig what I'm saying? I was handling them things. I was running around busting those things. For real, for real. I was going to Wall Street to get at them euros. I was going to the Diamond Block in Midtown Manhattan to get at them euros. I spent time in the military to learn how to shoot for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? And you will never, never know whether I'm armed or not. That is the dumbest shit that any soldier could ever do. So who would really stand there and believe, right, that a black man who always asks for a permit, because you see the police barricades out there, that's letting you know that they know he there. Everything.
And the blue band, I was going to say. Don't forget the blue band. They all had blue bands.
Hey, listen, our people need to stop that. There are many, many ways to fight wars. Many ways to fight wars. But the dumbest way is to let your enemy know that you upset and that you armed. That is the dumbest strategy in the world. We in 2021. And you mean to tell me you're going to walk the streets in a formation with semi-automatic weapons, dropping clips and all that in this day and time? When you have all these other organizations that have law enforcement with them, and you're going to put black people in danger and say you're helping them? How? What is the practical thing that you are giving these black communities when you come through? Because any community that they went through so far afterwards have had either a black child or baby harmed, raped, abused, or black men strung up and mysteriously hung. You get these people amped up in these communities that are not secure at all, and you break out. What tangible results have ever come from any community that they passed through? So it's not only on him, it is on all these people who are claiming to say that they are there for our people, but our people don't have anything at all to show for it. Our communities are still drug-ridden. How can you tell me that you're going to go up against the Euros when you can't go up against Baby and John on the street that's killing our women and kids? Do that work first. Get that job done. You can't go up against the Euros. They playing with you, man. The Euros coming with drones, man. The Euros could right now pop anybody in their mouth right now from space. They got everybody's social security number. They know where you at. You ain't going up against no Euros. You see how quickly they picked your dumb ass up and threw you in the feds real quick? Our people have to see that and understand that. You ain't going up against them and you can't get right in your own community. You scared of dudes in your community? Malcolm was in the community. Huey was in the community. H. Rap Brown in the community. Mumia. All these people in the community, walking in the community until it was time for them to go under. So you telling me that you just pop up anywhere, you on social media, you pop up here, but you never in the community working. There's nobody ever could say they could put their hand on you and touch you and say because you taught them how to do specific skills that they were able to make those skills transition into a lifestyle where they can feed themselves or give them something up here so they can know how to manage their thoughts and their soul. That's work. This shit they doing is not work. This is a rap video.
I knew, bro. I'm telling you, I can sit back. I don't have to say anything because, brother, we right here. We right here. We right here. And I've said many times on here that these people are just entertainers. That's all they're doing. They're entertainer and playing up for the camera. And the unfortunate thing is we have too many of real people that believe them.
Because real
and being
people
misled.
want belief, right? Real people want belief. These conditions are not easy to continuously go through. It takes a special breed of a person to continue to watch these snuff films of law enforcement killing our people, to see our sisters continuously say, yo, ain't no good black men out here. This shit is not easy to go through. So our people are going to gravitate to somebody who can spit it and articulate it. They're gonna fall for that because they're tired. Most of our people are living in real conditions. They're trying to survive. They're trying to navigate everything. They're stressed out. They got anger management issues. They're losing elders. They're trying to figure this thing out. So of course, when somebody going to pop up and then conventional media is helping people up, it's going to catch your eye, right? Just like the pimp. The pimp come through the hood, that's catching everybody eye. He got the gold caddy, he got the shoes, he got the bras, he got the makeup. It's going to catch your eye. You like dazzling shit. You like shiny stuff. You dig what I'm saying? So our people going to like that, especially when you're talking as if you're coming in red, black, and green. You're going to catch people ear, people who know better. My thing is to look and see what is the end result of their program. What is the end result of their action? Where are they getting the bag from? If the end result of your action still has a majority of our people oppressed and in their condition, then your program is mute. You're not doing nothing. You're hummer-stunting. And I always put you in a pair of state greens. I look and see who you would be behind them walls. You would be the snitch. You would be the dude shining police shoes. You would be the one in your cell masturbating all day. You would be the one getting jacked. You would be the one cooking everybody fish. I see these dudes.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes. Hey. brother, listen. This is why this is important. So other people, like I said, we didn't dialogue before this, but the audience here, my friends here, this is what we've been talking about for the last year. We've been talking exactly what you have been talking about on your platform and other platforms, and now the real meets the real. Then this is a beautiful thing. What is the end result? If you could put it in words, what do you think the end result is for these groups? Is it just to live the lavish life and continue to do it as long as they can, kind of like an Al Sharpton?
Yeah. Yeah. As long as there's a buffer between real, solid, revolutionary people working on a path towards liberation And them, long as it's a buffer between us and them, these people are getting a bag. They don't have day jobs. That's their job. That's their day job, to hustle and misdirect the people. So the end result for them is to continuously eat. I've seen them that low 501Cs. It's not pretty. Most of them are unemployable. You dig what I'm saying? Most of them have no other way. They may try to get into a church or mosque and try to, be a minister or something. Or, they may have, like some of them do have degrees, and then they just bounce off into the sunset. If they're not getting that bag from these programs, from these grants that they're writing, they don't have another way to get it. You dig what I'm saying? So the end result for them is they're doing a money grab. Now, this is 2021. This is getting anything from anywhere. You dig what I'm saying? Commercials, podcasts, things of that nature. They running, trying to do a money grab because the conditions from the Euros is getting real tight. You know what I'm saying? It's catchphrases when they give these 501c. Somebody say, oh, well, we can stop or put a Band-Aid on domestic violence. Okay, you get a grant for that. Next year, oh, it's violence against kids. Oh, you can do that? Okay, here, we give you some money for that. Oh, gun violence is at an alarming rate. Oh, suicide. So if you can prove on paper that you can do it or have been doing the work, or you switch up your mission statement, they give you the bread for it. And it goes on and on and on. But the people who really need it, the people who really need relief from these oppressive conditions that is brought about by the Euros, don't recognize it. They don't see these people. You understand what I'm saying? They hear it. They hear the slogans. Somebody has to say, nah, man. You need help? Let me help you. This is what we're doing here. This is not, because they're not doing it. They're not doing it. They performing right now. That's it. And they never come through spots where they know folks like me. I don't have a filter on it. I don't care who you're standing with. Straight up. Don't come through East New York with none of that shit that you playing.
Brother Kareem, is there any group?
Can't hear you.
Oh, hold up. What's going on here? Can't hear me. You can't hear me? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. What did happen?
Nope. Can't hear you.
Check, check, check. You hear me now?
Nope. I don't know. You hit something. You muted something.
Oh, no. They can hear me, but you can't. They can hear me, but you can't.
Oh, the chat can hear you. Yeah, I just can't hear you. I just can't.
Ah, man.
I don't know what you touched, but I can't hear you. But again, our people have to smarten up. Our people have to know that we really need each other. You need transparency. Our people definitely need anger management. Definitely need to, deal with the traumas in our communities. You dig what I'm saying?
Can you hear me now, Kareem?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? Can you go out and come in? Can you go out and come back in?
Oh, me? Okay. I'll come out.
Yeah. Let's see if he can go out and come back in, man. I wish I could. I wish I could see the click is gone now. Can y'all hear me? The click is gone now. But he had told me that when he go on shows, it always happened like that. You see, it's gone now. You follow me? He had already forewarned me about that, so we just did the best that we could. Hope we can get that handled. But yeah, family, I've been saying this for a long time. They grab these actors, they grab all of these people that have ambition to be these superstars or be noticed. You know what I'm saying? It's these low self-esteem people. See, me, let me tell you something about me. I love hip-hop, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been the man. No, I'm playing. No, for real. I grew up being the popular guy. You know what I'm saying? So you can't give me the back. I've been popular since kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? I've been popular since kindergarten. And when years ago, when my money was funny, I was happy with bologna sandwiches. You know what I mean? I was happy with bologna sandwiches. That was years ago. Yeah, man, listen, I used to like bologna and mustard sandwiches as a little boy. Mama said, why you keep eating that bologna? And they had the red little string on it. You know, they had the red string. That was the chicken bologna. It was called Guatley chicken bologna. That, I'm happy with little stuff. It don't make, like, you can't give me the bag because I'm happy with little simple stuff. You know what I mean? For real, I'm happy with little simple stuff. Like, I get off this show and my wife was sitting up there and have all of this fancy vegan food. I go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah. I make a PBJ and be happy. What? With some oat milk. With some oat milk. What? Come on, man. With some oat milk. So they can't play me like that. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, like my brother Kareem, I've also slept in a room the size of a bathroom. So you can't, and was comfortable and was good to go. So you can't say, listen, you want this house over here? Nope. Give me a plastic mattress in my piece with an itchy cover. See, Kareem know anything about the itchy cover. Brother Kareem, you know anything about that great itchy cover? With the green plastic mattress. They don't know about that, Kareem. We ain't gonna get on that on this show. and sleep good. That's right. And sleep good. So you can't offer me nothing. Only thing you can offer me is to get up out my way so I won't expose you. Hide, run and hide, so I don't expose you. You know what I mean? hey, but before I bring my brother back on, that is kind of funny though. They got the green mattress with the itchy wool blanket in the cold steel toilet.
Oh yeah.
With hard tissue can't warm up. We're gonna leave that right there. Yeah, with tissue on. Kareem, you got me started, brother. So, brother, so when we look at, this was the question I wanted to ask you. You can hear me now, good. This is the question I want to ask you. Is there any organization that we can authenticate today fighting for our people? Not individuals, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, and I'm saying, I know it's many organizations that that's not in the spotlight. So I'm speaking about those who are in the spotlight, because I know a lot of grassroots. I'm gonna tell you, I give a shout out right now to 300 Gangsters. The name is 300 Gangsters, but guess what? They do more in Baltimore City than most that call themselves religious, than most that call themselves freedom fighters, than most, and not all, but 300 Gangsters do a lot in Baltimore City for the people, without a doubt or contradiction. So with that being said, but I'm not talking about that type. I'm talking about those who are in the spotlight.
No. Not one. Like I said, like you said, there are individuals and they have small groups and they do excellent work. I mean, excellent work. They're committed. No, I don't see none of them. No, one. We have some very committed men. You have some very committed women who are doing excellent on their own, but as an organization that people see on a daily basis, none. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I came from it. The Nation of Islam, the discipline that they give our people, the way of life that they give our people, the the knowledge that they give our people has been unmatched, without question. But again, as far as liberation is concerned, as far as where we need to be in order to survive, nah. You can't keep saying that you're going to be unarmed when these people are definitely putting in work on a regular basis. I mean, we live in a society that is built on warmongering. The European is in a position because he is war first. Everything else is second. He's war first, money second. He loves himself. You know, they love men. Euros is man on man. They don't care about women and kids. So he loves war. He loves money. He loves himself, and everything else falls in line. So if you're not trying to match the war might, you can hang it up. You can hang it up. I don't listen. My pledge is to arms. My pledge is to arms. That's it. We not praying your way out of this. You're not voting your way out of this. You can't out income. You can't be $2-3 billion in the. None of that is bringing liberation to our people.
Do you think we'll be able to unify out of this? But when I talk about unify, I'm talking about a concentrated effort that only we know the direction that we're going once we come together. Oh, they didn't pause the brother.
The conditions always force that. You see me now? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You hear me now? Okay, the conditions force that, right? You could go and study the war in Algiers when they kicked the French out. The conditions are going to always do it. And our people are bubbling on the cusp of the conditions that are going to force our hand. And we are going to have to do it, or we just not going to survive, because these people are not letting up. They're not letting up. So the conditions will breed it. Then the leadership has to walk it through. Simple as that. And it's not going to be seen again. They could keep talking, yo, we got social media. Revolution is still not going to be televised. It's going to be audacious. It's going to be ugly. We're going to lose a lot of casualties. You dig what I'm saying? By our own hands, because a lot of them got to go because they just running around zombies, no knowledge of self, and they're ravishing our communities. But it's going to happen. Trust and believe it's going to happen. And either you're going to be on the right side or you're going to be on the wrong side. Simple as that. So keep chasing the bag if you want to. Like Frank White said, bury it with him.
Our sister Dolores said, it can't be a leader that's talking to the cops. I guess it's saying that you can't be a leader talking to the cops.
No.
Did you get a chance to observe? Did you get a chance to observe that Grandmaster Jay Foolery, how he worked with the police every step of the way?
Well,
he told them he was showing up.
Yeah, I was on that early on though. I just thought he was a new Miss Cleo. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? That's what I thought it was, and it's the same tactic and strategy. You dig? You know, you certain people you just see through, and specific things. If you watch people, they tell on themselves. If nobody, let me tell you something. I got people on every one of my platforms that have seen me my entire life. I have grade school friends. I'm 52. I got grade school friends since the 4th grade that will tell you this has been me. I have people in high school with that say that's always been him. Military buddies, that's always been him. Right? Convicted violent felons after a decade. Standing tall, arm in arm. Never questionable integrity. And people in the community I help with. All the way through. Nobody got no receipts on these people.
Bro,
Nobody can speak for them.
who that sound like, family?
Come on.
Family. I can,
Come on.
bro, I've said that on my show many a times. I can bring
That-
people on my show that have been to kindergarten with me. I can go and interview them tomorrow. And they say, yeah, that's him. I mean, those I've done business with, those I was acting a fool with, though I could bring them on the show tomorrow. And they say, yeah, that's what he do. I mean, it's a good thing that he's doing it for the liberation down, because if it was the other way, you would be a victim of him. So yeah, leave him alone. Leave Tahaka alone. Yeah. And brother, I said the same thing on my show, bro. These brothers and sisters that come out of nowhere have no real track record of doing anything, nor do we know the deep relationships starting from where they come from.
Right. And then that should be problematic.
And Grandmaster Jay made the statement. He said that you don't need to know about my past. Nobody knew about Malcolm X's past. Like, what? Nobody knew Detroit Red?
Right. That's how he was vouched for. That's how he was able to establish in Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? But again, people are caught up. This is a new era where you can be whoever you want to be because you're not accountable to the wrath of the people. So I always speak to those brothers that's out there in Chicago, that's out there in Detroit, that's out there in LA, that's out there in St. Louis. You understand? That's out there in Bmore and Philly and Newark and Camden. Why? Y'all not putting in the real work on these people who are lying. Y'all give them passes. And most of the time, it's because when these people do show face in these communities, law enforcement is right there.
Yep.
Understand that. Understand that. But see, when you're in a unique situation, see, you know, in NYC, we move a little different. Some of us can mingle and wiggle on a lot of these little spots, and you see them, and immediately they lose everything. You can see them. You can see them get moist in the drawers when you see them eye to eye, and they're like, "Oh, how he get in here?" You understand? It's a little different. It's a little different. You dig what I'm saying? But you know, I will always look at that cat like, y'all doing that over there. If it can't get legs in NYC, I'm looking at it like you dumb. Because this is the Mecca. This is the Mecca of political struggle. This is the Mecca of economics. This is the Mecca of all type of chicanery. So if your organization don't have legs here, I'm always questioning it. Can you do it here? Can you come through here with a formation? Let me see if you really about it. You really about this. You really about
Hey, bro.
Do it for your people. Come through with your formation.
Hey, bro, I said the same thing here. Bro, Baltimore is the same way. I say, man, them young brothers been ran up in that formation, and yeah, they may have gotten shot, but they be trying to snatch them guns. They would have jumped the back. This Baltimore is a different type of animal, man. I'm trying to tell you. Man, them young brothers would jump the barriers and say, man, give me that. Baltimore is different, man.
If that's all you have to offer our people don't need that right now. The Euros are killing themselves. Our people don't need that right now. We got that. Every city in the country got that. They got arms. You ain't showing nobody nothing new. That's why the hoods don't ascribe to that. That's why the hoods don't follow the conscious and the woke communities, because you're not telling them nothing. You're not feeding them nothing. You're not giving
Bro,
them
have you
something
ever
that they
noticed,
can utilize.
Brother Kareem, in your journey, have you ever noticed that real, and excuse my expression, family. Kareem, are you there? Have you ever noticed in your journey, he froze up again.
Yeah,
Are you still there?
I'm here.
Have you noticed in your journey that real, thorough, take no crap brothers that'll take you out, that they never showcased it, and they real quiet and observe it? You ever notice that in your journey? And when they ready to move, they just move.
All the time.
They don't showcase nothing. I remember a friend of mine, his name was Rock, and I was about 19 years old, and he was like, Junior, you can't beat everybody. I used to fight a lot. You can't beat everybody, and you can't kill everybody, Junior. You can't do it. It's impossible. He said, pick your battles. And I'm telling you, this OG was serious. And he just used to sit to himself, pay attention, and man, and he took a liking to me because I was a hothead. But I'm gonna tell you, when it was time for brother to move for any reason whatsoever, it was just moving. It wasn't no warning. It wasn't no what's up. It wasn't no why you do that. It was just back to chill mode.
Right.
Man, but so when I see all of this showcasing, and I'm from that type of concept, I'm like, man, this got to be a fraud. Too much showcasing. Even when Crystal Muhammad and them showed up the house with the camera on, that was too much showcasing. You got the camera on.
Well,
you live.
We have to be mindful that dry snitching is at an all-time high now.
And I'm saying, my thing is, I wouldn't want that to turn, I don't want anything to turn disastrous. You know what I'm saying? By any stretch of imagination. You know what I mean? But it got the potential to get there. But that's just not it. That's just not it. And like you say, dry snitching. I haven't heard that term in a while. Dry snitching.
Yeah. God, listen. People will point you out without you knowing who they point you out to. Gotta be mindful of that. Shit happens on social media all the time, man. You don't know these people. You don't know who pulling their strings. You don't know who the puppet master is. And a lot of people, again, we seen that in St. Louis. A lot of them dudes was ending up in the trunk. Who pointed them out? Who alerted the people to who they were? You don't understand. This is a real dangerous game. You dig what I'm saying? And the people who are taking them bags from them euros, man, they don't think twice about you.
Exactly.
It's you give some of these Negroes a little whip with leather bucket seats, and they'll disrupt the whole nation. They don't give a damn about that. You dig what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's why I'm always how I am. I'm always on point, man. I'm always on point. I learned from Malcolm. I learned that for real.
You better
There's
know it.
no way he should have been armed at all times. I learned that. Because when they whisper, when Shaitan whisper, he whisper in the ear, somebody look just like you. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm always ready to eat. Always. That's just how we gotta be. That's just how we gotta be. That's it.
Bucket.
That's how we have to be.
Bucket.
Right. Listen, you love your people, but you love yourself more.
Absolutely.
I always say I don't do what I do for the people. Because a lot of the people just won't be conscious. A lot of them just not going to appreciate it. I do for me. So I can live in a better world. So I can get the boot of oppression off of me. And then my children will have the boot of oppression off of them. Because the people, we see what they doing to us. You can see it. They smiling. All this is going on in our communities. And you got the audacity to shake your ass on TV. Y'all got the audacity to go in back rooms and make side deals with these politicians. You got the audacity to sit there while our little babies are still going in prison when they giving little 5 and 6, 7-year-old cases, 6 and 7-year-old babies. You locking them up and giving them a profile already. Come on. What's funny? Who are you? Are you serious? This is what our people doing to us. Still pushing false religions. Still. My Sunday best and all that bullshit. Are you serious? That's black people. So if you're not coming to the table with your hammers on at any given time, something is wrong with you. You're not as woke and conscious as you think. If you think your people won't serve you up, and they served up the best. They served up Malcolm. They served up Khalid. These are black folks that served them up. Garvey. Black folks plotted against him. Served him up.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Patrice Lumumba. Thomas Sankara.
Bro, and majority of 95%, and a number could be higher, 95% of our leaders' demise came from our own hand, but with the mind of the European being the puppet master. Prophet Noble Drew Ali is no exception.
Everybody got served. Why do you think Asada never came back? Think she couldn't have came back? She was like, hell no. They gave her ass up. And to kick it off back to the beginning, the Reverend Al tried to serve her up. So if you were in alignment with him, after he tried to get our queen back, I could never stand tall with you. And that's documented fact.
That's right. Reverend Al Sharpton tried to bring her to the people. Assata Shakur. And you can.
So that should be enough, man.
That's something where you don't overlook there.
Come on. That's why I said, listen. People can fall for the theatrics if they want to. I don't argue. I don't debate. I give facts. I know what I know. You dig what I'm saying? I know what I know. Research, elders, and just consistent observation, man. These people mean us no good. And when you inherit or you are groomed up by them, I can't mess with you, baby. I can't do it.
So Tamika Mallory is definitely and is groomed up, and she ultimately groomed Mysonne to a degree as it relates to organized activism. I say organized activism because before he joined forces with her, he was given concepts of activism through his lyricism. But once he linked up with that organized activism, there you go. They got a talk show together. But hey, and she was groomed directly from one who was documented informant, who's one documented, you know what I mean, to try to turn a true freedom fighter in. Documented. This is not something that we conspiracy theory. This is documented. How can you align yourself with that, man? It got to be the bag. So anything you want to say in closing, brother? We're going to do this again. I'm coming to NY soon, brother. And we got to sit down and do it live and in the park somewhere, like in the old days. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Well, listen, I just want to say that the bag is poison. right? I mean, I understand that people want to be capitalists, live capitalist dreams. You dig what I'm saying? People want to enjoy life. But when you're talking about work, when you're talking about liberation, the bag is poison. That's straight up. The bag is poison. You can utilize it, you can move, but you don't need it. There's not one thing we need from the murals that we don't have. You got melanated people in every level of society, but their brains is European. There's no more, he's the first. That's gone. We have people in the highest levels of military, the highest doctors and surgeons, the highest legal people, corporate magnates, every level of the society. But your brain is Euro. So continue to suffer through the same bullshit level. Gotta do more. We have to do it. Simple as that. And I do it every day. I talk to the youngins in the street. I talk to the men who got issues. You dig what I'm saying? I do not stop. Anger management, domestic violence, batteries accountability. Man, I talk to the babies. I gotta do it. They not gonna do it. So I welcome the struggle. I welcome being penniless. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lose my integrity. And one day, somebody's gonna feel this blade. One of them Jeffin Coonan, Mandingo ass rat turning people in dudes is going to get it right in front of their puppet master to show you, just like George said to Eldridge, don't think 3,000 miles of bars and steel and concrete will keep me from touching you. Simple as that. Keep playing with the people. Keep playing with the people. Keep thinking you won't keep getting around it.
Salute, my brother. Thank you, brother. We got to do this again. Next time we do it, we're going to be doing it live from NYC. Within the next few weeks, I'm going to be moving around this land. And I'm coming to see you, my brother. I'm coming to see Doggy Diamonds. If he ain't already, then Globe Tribe to Cali. I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you, brother. And we're going to sit down. Brother, can you put in your social medias so people know where to find you before we get back so they can go and check you out, brother?
All my social media is public. Karim Blizz Johnson on YouTube, Karim Blizz Johnson on Facebook. I'm Blizz, BLIZ _ENY Brooklyn on Instagram. I don't mess with the clubhouse, but I'm on there. All them platforms, man. Twitter, everything, man. All of it is public. And you can see, man, you can go back to my videos to 2012, man. Same thing. Consistent militancy. That's what our people have to know. You can't be militant sometimes. Consistent militancy. Always out there, always speaking truth to power. And that's just what it has to be, man. I welcome the struggle, but I love my people because I believe in them. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Believe in my belief in you. You ain't got to believe nothing I say other than that. I believe in my people. You dig? But I ain't no dummy. I will stretch one of y'all. Act crazy. You
Hey,
dig?
bro.
Salute. Peace and power. You dig?
Bro, I love you. I see you on the next go around. Peace and love, family. Man, this amazing show, and I thank you, brother, for spending time with us and breaking it all down for us. All right, my brother.
Don't get tricked. Don't get tricked by them, y'all. They not for y'all. If you ain't getting nothing tangible from these people, they're not teaching you how to deal with your issues. If they're not teaching you how to uplift yourself up out of misery, but they coming through stunting, telling you, exercise, give them justice, as we used to say back in the days. Salute, salute.
Salute, peace and love, my brother. So with that being said, family, I think that was a phenomenal interview. Man, I think that was a phenomenal interview. But now, off the strength of Kareem, press one if you think Kareem is official. Press one if you think our brother Kareem is official. Is he official? I want all the smoke say great show. Is he official or not? Is he official? Yes, sir. The Lord say yes, indeed. Everybody press one. So from the strength of Kareem, because I say he official too. Now I'm about to go and pull back the layers and the research and bring a presentation to you. Everybody say, heck yeah, he official. So now, are y'all ready for me to give a PowerPoint research? Press a Y for yes if you can, because there's too many ones going up. Press a Y for yes. Are y'all ready for the PowerPoint research to find out who these people are, where they come from, why they doing what they doing? Anybody ready for the PowerPoint research? I might bring it up on Thursday. If y'all want that. Okay. I see two Y's. I see Y's up the screen. So, okay. So we're going to find out what initiated these groups, where the bag is coming from. Yeah, we're going to find out where the bag is coming from. We're going to find out why and what. Let me say it like this. We're going to find out what cases have they been successful as it relates to the family receiving justice. We're not talking about the family receiving the bag, because our brother just told us the bag is poison, but receiving justice. We're gonna research that. I'm gonna do the research now to find out, has anybody received justice from dealing with these sorts of organizations? That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We're gonna find out. We gotta dig it up, and we gotta screen share these things. We gotta screen share. We're gonna find the. See, this is the thing. One of the things is that little do y'all know that I've reached out to my son to bring him on the show. I've also let me tell you something. I reached out to my son to bring him on the show through a friend of mine. I think I had his number, not in this phone, but it's been a while. And I actually texted him. And I wanted to hear his point of view, because as I said, starting the show off, I was a supporter of my son because, you know, he has similar backgrounds, experiences as me. And I'm always for the under guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm always for the under guy. The guy that's always under the pressure. I'm always for that guy, that sister, you know. But I'm telling you, when I seen my son come to an event for a brother that I'm really, really cool with, and my son had that European assistant, and he was talking supposedly, as they call it, truth to power, that didn't add up to me. That's just like me just talking Moorish. And this is nothing against Europeans, so Europeans don't get all up in arms. If I'm talking Moorish all the time, or somebody screaming black power all the time, somebody screaming pig all the time, somebody screaming cracker, or whatever they choose to use, you know what I'm saying? And they're about their people. You know what I'm saying? You can't show up with the people you say that you're fighting against. I'm not fighting no European. I'm telling you off the top. The European has already showed me what all I need to show the last 2,000 years. So I'm trying to get us together now. You know what I mean? But for those who's always like Grandmaster Jay, the Edomites, the dumb Edomites, the dirty Edomites, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't talk about the Edomites and then have pictures working with the Edomites. That just don't make sense. And I say that to say that when I seen that, that kind of made me feel some type of way, because all of his hip hop was seeming to be about getting this oppression off our neck. And that kind of made me feel some type of way. I did an interview with him. I got the interview. I only put a snippet of it out, but I didn't put the whole thing out. And then when Until Freedom came on board, and when I heard that he left New York and moved to Louisville to be a participant in the Breonna Taylor situation, I'm like, you got to move all the way to Louisville? I've never seen that. As long as I've been around, I've never seen somebody leave their home to move somewhere to fight a liberation. What they usually do is they may come in and deal with the locals and allow the locals to do that. And they instruct them if they don't have the education on how to deal with these things, but just pack up and move to a whole nother city for the express purpose to fight against Breonna Taylor. Now, I mean, not against Breonna Taylor, but for the case of Breonna Taylor. But now that was suspect to me. But after the Breonna Taylor case kind of died down, no justice was really served, and they packed up and left. That really rubbed me the wrong way. That really rubbed me the wrong way from an observer or a spectator point of view. As I'm spectating, I'm like, nah, I wouldn't just move. I wouldn't leave Baltimore and move to Louisville. I will go to Louisville. I will help the people there to organize. But then I'm coming back to Baltimore because guess what? Baltimore need help. I don't need to jump on some big famous case. Honor to those who was genuine in fighting, and rest in power to our sister. But in all intents and purposes, I don't need to go jump on some big case. I can go help you organize, but after that, I got to get back because Baltimore is in dire strait. It's in dire strait. But with that being said, I got the AGS in the building, Akhenaten Salam Bey. Brother, I had to send you the link because I wanted to hear your take on this conversation, and I will hope you will get I can connect you with the brother and bring him on your platform. Because the brother was really bringing simplicity to a complex situation, and I never looked at it. And I can admit I didn't. I looked at the connection with Al Sharpton, as you see, I did on the flyer, but he put it so simply.
Sure did.
That it really hit home with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I made the flyer. You know what I mean? With no influence. You feel what I'm saying? But when he just said, like the apple from the tree and being groomed by.
That's right.
The floor is yours, Grand Sheik.
Yeah, he was on point. And as always, first arise, give praise to Allah, honors to his prophets, honors to the forerunner of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, honors to all those that have come before us, our ancestors, our forefathers and foremothers, and to each and every one of you on Moorish World TV, because you are your ancestors who come again. I'm a little low. You can hear me a little bit, Grand Sheik?
I can hear you wonderfully, brother.
Good. I had to move away because got the grandchildren close by, and the late hour, so kind of sneaking over here. But praise Allah for this
Man,
show
thank you
again.
so much. Thank you so much, brother, because you be working overtime, brother. And soon as I send you the link, soon as I call you, you pick up the phone. I talked to you earlier about some issues, and I could hear the babies in the background. And I said, I kept talking, because we don't get to talk as much as we would like to. So, brother,
That's
I just
right.
want to give you honor and say thank you, brother, for giving the time to speak to us from an experience. And I say this real quick because I know you got the baby there. But what we're listening to here is experience here. This brother has interviewed real freedom fighters, and he can run down the names. I'm talking about true freedom fighters, whether it was Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Brother, I think you mentioned you interviewed Francis.
Oh, yeah. Francis Cress Welsing. That's right.
I mean,
Dick Gregory.
this brother has interviewed real freedom fighters, real scholars. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a wealth of information right here. And this is why I am honored to say that we are not only brothers, but we are also friends in this struggle. You follow me? And so that's why I sent him the link, because this brother, he's been there. He's seen this stuff. He's seen the real, he's seen the fake, he's seen them come, he's seen them go. And not only that, this YouTube thing or this podcast thing, he was doing it before they called it that.
That's right.
He's been on the radio, what you say, almost 30 years or more?
Yes, sir. Over 30 years now, Grand Sheik. In fact, program is going to be starting in about 30 minutes. So everybody want to tune in. They can tune in. WRFG.org for those that are not in the ATL area, and those in the ATL, you already better know. 89.3 FM in Atlanta. But Grand Sheik, you right on point. I mean, this was a breath of fresh air having our brother, comrade, soldier, Karim Johnson. Honest and big salute to the brother. I mean, he just was right on point, Grand Sheik. And a lot of things that he was sharing was things that I heard you say, you know, and so it was lining up, you know, and he just comes at it just straight and raw. And like you said, Grand Sheik, you know, you know, he helped connect some dots in it all. And he was real on point when he talked about Assata Shakur, our warriors Assata Shakur. No wonder she wouldn't come back here, you know, because of the environment. We would turn her in, you know what I'm saying? And so, honest to Fidel Castro, he's an ancestor right now, but he was one of our warriors too, who helped go into South Africa, who helped go into different parts of Africa, send his army, military troops over there to help us freedom fighters, and then have a serious medical team that will go around and help people around the world. That they have some of the most superior first responders and people, and he's also educated some of our people right here from the States. So honest to him for giving the hedge, and they continue in that legacy, no matter how much the FBI and other people are sitting around trying to put a hit on her, $1 million hit on her, and that happened under Obama's watch. You know, so look, he was right on point, Grand Sheik, and you know, nothing else too much to be said. He said it all. All I will be doing is underscoring what he said. I look forward to the opportunity of interviewing him and sharing with my audience. He's right on point. So tonight, family, I'm going to be talking about one of our freedom fighters. Again, Imam Jamil Alameen, which Brother Kareem had mentioned, Mumi Abu Jamal, all these power hitters, man. You know, and most people, Grand Sheik, I think I need to say it, you know, honest to those that are in the chat right now, you know, because these are your real ones that stuck in here. You know, they ain't all for the hype of all the other shows that came on. They were here to hear the balance that you brought forward here with our brother Kareem. Honest to y'all. That's the real ones right here, Grand Chief. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother, before I know you got to go, but as I told you in private and I say it in public, some people got these platforms and sometimes they got 60,000 views and all of these thousands of views. But the difference is between us and them, they got 60,000 spectators.
Right.
We got 5,000 supporters.
Right.
We got 5,000 friends.
There you go.
And that's what I'm talking about. The average views within a week's time goes between 3,000 to 5,000. And these are friends. These are people that have true concerns as it relates to the oppression and the hand that we have to play with. And so, hey, I'm just glad to be the people's Grand Sheik because the people chose me.
That's right. That's right. And because you chose the people, Grand Sheik.
Indeed, brother. Indeed. So, brother, I know you got to go, but any last word, brother?
You know, one of the things I thought about what Kareem was talking about, and you said it yourself, Grand Chief, you know, there's enough work to be done in our own hood. Enough work. You know, we can support other people, and it's great, Grand Chief, that we have people, like you said, your supporters and sympathizers that are ready not just to sit around and watch things, but they are being educated by the powerful information with the interviews. And man, I can't wait to the PowerPoint because everybody knows how the PowerPoint presentation that you bring that's going to what? Enlighten us so that we won't be fooled no more. And that's what you brought, Grand Chief, to this platform. You are elevating our people to see things as they really are. As Kareem, having that same kind of eyesight to be able to recognize real and recognize frauds, you know? And we have to be like that. So this is an educational format here for our people to be ready when it's time to organize. See, it's a whole different thing. We talk about revolution, you know, and I'm glad Brother Kareem mentioned it, but most people forget. Revolution ain't with the gun. Nah, revolution won't be televised, as Gil Scott said, right? But revolution, reason why it won't be televised, because it happens in your mind. And this is what the Moorish World TV is doing to help the revolution happen in your mind so that now we're ready to do what is necessary. Now you got a mind behind the weapons of those type of weapons. But the real weapon is the mind. That's what creates the weapons. But you got to take control of this.
Yes, sir.
That's the mind that we must master. And Grand Chief, you play an important role in that. And I think everybody should give you a thumbs up on this video and all the others and continue to support what we're doing. Real revolutionaries deal with the mind. Real revolutionaries, Grand Chief, were the ones that went in and snatched Joanne Chisemeyer, a.k.a. Assata Shakur, out of prison. And the reason why they got prison the way it is right now.
I had to give you a
got
ball.
the
I gotta do it.
Peace and love, Grand Chief, and to all the family out there. Peace and love.
Hey,
Keep the
brother,
great work up, Grand.
I had to give you the bomb, brother. brother. That was the Moab. Our bomb is called the Moab.
The Moab. That's
the
right.
mother of all bombs.
Come on now.
MOAB. It's the mother of all bombs. When you get knowledge like this, it don't get no better.
Hey, Grand Chief, riding on that rhythm in our divine covenant that the prophet put out, he said the Moorish Americans are the ancient Moab fights. Peace and love.
Peace and love, family. And I see y'all on Thursday, family. We got a PowerPoint coming. We got a PowerPoint coming, and I see you on Thursday. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this PowerPoint, but I'm got a PowerPoint coming for you on Thursday. Not sure which one. It could be Ali. It could be Sister Crystal. It could be, I don't know. We got a PowerPoint coming, though. It's time to show some footprints. You follow me? It's time to show some footprints. Now, I want everybody on your way out, thumbs up if you haven't. I want to thank everybody who support the show and all those that keep supporting the show. And I see you next time around. That'll be Thursday at 9:30. Peace and love, family.